So I have my breakfast here. Egg whites, 2 eggs, some raspberries, and my espresso. Today I am going to do legs. I missed my cardio, and I texted my coach and I asked him, hey, since I have cardio 7 days a week right now, and so I have cardio 7 days a week right now. Do you want me to make up missed cardio, or do you want me to just jump back on plan? I'm used to making it up because I'm just like, okay, I've just always made up missed cardio. So I think, right now where I'm at, since we're, 20, I don't know, a lot of weeks out. It's partly why, but he said, just hop back on. And I was like, man, I'm so glad I messaged. Anyways, so today we're going to do glutes and post-workout cardio. I have 150 minutes post-workout cardio. 150 calories. So when I do my cardio, I have to keep my heart rate over a certain level. So basically at the beginning, what I do is I, go a little harder at the beginning just to get my heart rate up. And then I get to a point where I can stabilize it at that number, which mine is 122. So you take 220 minus your age, and then multiply that by 0.7, and then keep your heart rate above that, essentially. It's kind of a range. I try to keep it between 122 and 135-ish or so. And with that, because this is for low intensity steady state, so ILS. So keeping it above 122, and to kind of get there, I just go harder at the beginning, get my heart rate up, and then I pull it back down, and then just stay there until I've reached the 150 calories from post cardio. Then I have on non-training days, I have 300 calories of fasted cardio, and that's harder because it's not post workout, so you have to get your heart rate up from 0. So plus I usually do that in my garage on my treadmill, so it's also a little bit harder to get it up at the beginning, but once you get it there, that's that. So I also wanted to talk about food choices. So with my coach, I have he has an app called Elite Trainer app, and I track my food on there because I can switch out some stuff. For example, this morning, my plan has 30 grams of Brazil nuts, but I don't need, it's 15 grams of Brazil nuts, but I don't need 15 full grams of Brazil nuts. I really need the fat. So I pulled back my egg whites and then did 2 whole eggs. So I did 5.5 ounces of egg whites and then 2 whole eggs and then just 3 grams of Brazil nuts. And then my 100 grams of raspberries. So I really like the ability to kind of be able to, still make substitutions and keep everything on plan and within my macros. But also I'm not substituting, I don't know, something stupid, I'm keeping the foods still good. It's been really cold here in Texas, like in the 20s. So I kind of hibernated this weekend. Also, my hip flexors were really, really, really hurting me. So, you know, not only was like the weather bad and the streets were pretty nasty and everything, and they were obviously telling everybody to stay home, but my hip flexors were like really hurting me. So I kind of listened to my body a little bit, and I was fully intending to make up my cardio, but he said not to. But so, but they feel like way better. Like this weekend, my hip flexors were hurting so bad, like it was hard to even just walk. And I was supposed to go do, you know, like a decently, like my plan is a decently heavy plan right now. Like rep ranges or, you know, sometimes 8 to 10. So it's pretty heavy, right? And I was like, okay, let me just kind of take a bath and feel how I feel. And then I ended up going, so, but I guess sometimes you have to listen to your body. I'll get it all. Like this week, I'm not taking my normal day off. I'm just doing, so usually I have 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. And so now since I took off this weekend and yesterday, I'm just doing 5 straight days. So it'll be legs, upper legs, upper legs. And then on my non-training day, I have cardio, fasted cardio. So that's what I'm on right now. So we're back in a cut. My wedding is coming up, and some other things. So stay tuned. And in my coffee, this is an espresso today, because on the days that Frank isn't here to make coffee in the morning, I make an espresso. So I put some unsweetened almond milk and the little flavored stevia drops. But the nice thing about having the espresso also, and like the whole reason why I bought it, was for fasted cardio days, because it gives like this little creamy like part on top that's so freaking good that you don't feel like you need cream with it. And then you can just put those little stevia drops, and it's like legit good coffee quickly. And now it's not cheap, because like each pot is like $1.50, but yeah, just it's so good.